Shabbat Shalom. If you're Shabbat Shalom. If you're warm, it's because we're just happy to be together. Happy to be together. And we start our services on page 4 in your prayer books with Hine Matov.
Shevarachim gam yachad, 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 Shevarachim gam yachad.
Aren't you always worried when we sing that opening prayer that you're going to be the one who keeps singing after cantor has ended it? I look very carefully as the cantor is sending signs to the other instrumentalists and vocalists. So, outside it is beginning to blow, getting a little bit windy, but it is warm, strangely warm. And I like that because it reflects what's happening in here. Every Shabbat we gather, and the wind of the week sort of blows around us, and we feel the swirling energy of all things that have happened. And then in here, it's warm, and it's calm, and it's beautiful. And so we begin Shabbat with that energy of thinking about what's happening outside, but recognizing that here in our souls, we have a calmness of spirit that blesses us tonight. And so we turn to page 12 in our prayer books and invite Carol Cooper to come forward to help us light the Sabbath lights, bringing warmth and light into the room.
This is Israel's day of light and joy, a Sabbath of rest. As we kindle these Shabbat flames, may there be light and joy, happiness and holiness, serenity and peace in our homes and in our hearts. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu ad likner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, eternal source of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של Shabbat. Amen. We turn to page 34 for Lecha Dodi. Lecha
לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי 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 לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי היא מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. 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 בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצולה תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לי 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 לי
We continue responsively on the bottom of page 41. May these prayers change me, this community work through my spirit. May the symbols around me shine in my heart, the words of Torah light up my eyes. May these friendships flow through me like a wave, this family move me like a full moon.
We continue with the Chetzi Kaddish on page 42. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Amen. Be'alma divrach iruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, u'bizman kariv v'yimeru, Amen. Yehesh me Rabbah mevo
Levan me'al maya Yitbarach Yitbarach v'ishtabach v'itbar v'itromam v'itnaseh v'itadar v'itale v'italal shemei dekudesha richu leila min kol bechata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran me'alma v'imeru amen. Lai la 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 lai la 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 lai lai la 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 lai la 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 lai la 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Va'ed.
Page 45. If fear is like a rock, then let me be a hammer. If sorrow is a fire, then let me be the sea. When challenges arise, may my heart increase in strength like the moon that shines brighter when the darkness falls. And together on 46. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, O God, who makes the evening fall. We continue responsively on page 50. O God, you traveled with our fathers as they journeyed through the wilderness. You sang with our fathers at the shores of the Red Sea. You stood with our fathers as they fought against oppression. You have brought us all here, fathers and mothers, daughters and sons, to our own promised land of freedom.
Yehem chayenu ve'orech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla ve'avatecha al tasir mimenu leolamim Baruch ata Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. On page 56. If you're lost, you feel afraid, and you don't know what to say, then listen, listen to our God. Is there a question on your mind? Is the answer hard to find? Then listen, listen to our God. Listen with all your heart and soul, and with all your might. Write them and learn them and teach them well, every morning and night. Close your eyes and listen.
Quiet yourself, there's nothing to say. Stop all the chatter that gets in the way and listen, listen to our God. When the wind and the thunder finally disappear, there's still a voice that you can hear if you listen, listen to our God. You can hear it from top of the highest hill or from the valley below. It can come from the edge of the universe. It can come from within your soul. Close your eyes and listen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Listen to our God.
Listen to our God.
As you're seated, we continue on 57.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, הייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
I'd like a show of hands. How many of you think the temperature is okay in here right now? How many of you think it's too warm? How many think it's too cold? How many of you are married to someone who has no idea that you like the temperature hot or cold and is constantly in checks? David, no matter what you do, you got it wrong, so don't worry about it. 80% of the people will dislike anything you do with the thermometer. So I saw all of you looking over there, wondering what was going on. That is the holy, sacred place of thermometer. So think about our ancestors journeying through the desert. Last week I talked about the fact that I've been in Israel, I've been in Southeast Asia, and I've been in services at 7 o'clock in the morning, which was 7 o'clock in the evening. And this coming week I'm going to be in Israel, and I'll not be looking at Temple Israel service because I'll be enjoying services in, I believe this time, Tel Aviv. Our people's history is the history of journeys, of travel, of experiencing different places. Michamocha is a reminder that our ancestors crossed some very difficult lands to get to the promised land. They crossed waters to get there. And so as we sing together on page 62, remember, the temperature in the desert was never what the people expected. And there was at least 50% of the people who were saying it's too cool, 50% saying it's too hot, but it didn't stop them from going into the water and ultimately to the promised land.
מי Adonai Ba'elim Adonai ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
So picking up on that theme, imagine if those same Israelites had come to the Flint River instead of the Red Sea. They would have said, we're not going across. It's too polluted. And I bring that up because the next prayer that we're about to pray really is you can think of a mother laying her child in Flint, down to sleep at night. And her prayer for that child is, Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. Oh God, let me lay this child down in peace and in health. And you know, the whole idea of our people is to imagine that we too were slaves in the land of Egypt. We too live in Flint. We too deal with issues that I think really make us all understand that all we want for everyone in this world is that we can lay our children down to sleep in peace and in health. As we sing together one of those songs, Hashkivenu or Vishamru, we sing together Vishamru on page 65.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. לילה 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 We rise together on page 68. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, Elohei Rachel. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imaot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei Bneihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר מושיע מגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה.
Together on page 69. Prayer invites us to let God's presence suffuse our spirits, to let God's will prevail in our lives. Prayer cannot bring water to parched fields, nor mend a broken bridge, nor rebuild a ruined city, but prayer can water an arid soul, mend a broken heart, and rebuild a weakened will. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Blessed are you, O God, who renews all things.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. As you're seated, we pray silently. Before you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. O say shalom bimromav. Huya ase shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imeru, v'imeru. Amen.
Once a year, I teach at Wayne State University at the School of Mortuary Science. And it's a pretty incredible group, and I always get the sweatshirt, happy to support the school. And they were asking us what prayers we say. And so I was talking about how we share many of our prayers because they come from the Psalms. And I actually relayed to them a story that I was doing a funeral once and someone there passed out. And we needed to call the EMS, and we stopped the service. And I was talking to them about how we said the Misha Berach to get the service moving again, and how healing the Misha Berach can be. And It's incredible how many different situations now this prayer is said. It's for healing, it's for bridging us from one stage to another, from one place to another. So whether it is that we're praying for healing or we're just trying to get from one place to another, the Misha Berach seems to help us get there. And so tonight we sing the Misha Berach together for whatever need we have on page 72.
To make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishe berach imotenu mikol habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Yesterday afternoon, as I was doing a bar mitzvah rehearsal for this weekend, I stood in front of our ark in the sanctuary, and it was practically magical. The sun was streaming in through the skylights above the bima, and the ark absolutely glistened with golden sparkles and twinkles as the sun reflected its light against it. It made me smile as I thought about the ark, a reproduction of the actual tabernacle that was built in the wilderness as God commanded. Build me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. It was made of pure gold and bright colors, luxurious textiles and precious stones, with the cherubim, the winged creatures, perched above. It took me back, not to the time of the wandering as perhaps it should have, but the glimmers and glints against the golden ark made me think of last week's celebration of my parents' golden anniversary. 50 years of marriage. It's quite astounding when you think of it. It was a wonderful party with family and friends who over 50 years have become family, and filled with food and music and reminiscences of a beautiful couple. And as the eldest daughter, I am completely biased, but that's also the fun of it. 50 years. This summer, Sheldon and I will be married 14 years. Only 36 more to go to make 50. That's double high. I know many of you have already celebrated 50 years, and we've been honored to celebrate with you up here on the bima, but whether it's 5 or 10 or 50 or more, I say Yasher Kochechem to you, which basically means way to go. To have had that kind of relationship is truly a blessing. And married or not, any happy, loving, respectful, honest, and trusting relationship is certainly an accomplishment indeed. Sheldon and I were talking the other night about how couples make it work. And we found ourselves laughing about the couple who had been married for 50 years. And by this time, they were already in their late 70s, early 80s, and the man was worried that his wife was losing her hearing. And so he went to the doctor, who said, just ask her an ordinary question and move closer each time you ask to see if she hears you. So when he got home, he asked what they were having for dinner. And when she didn't reply, he moved closer. What are we having for dinner?
And again, no answer. And again, he asked, until he was standing right next to her, "What are we having for dinner?" And she replied, for the fourth time, chicken. I love that one. And I love the fact that when you've been married 14 years or 50 years, you can just say to your husband, for the fourth time, chicken, and he knows exactly what you mean. Patience with one another is probably number one. But I remember when I got married, my mom sat down with me and she told me that when she and my dad got married, there were things that they just decided not to fight about. Whatever it was, they would get through it by talking about it and sharing and trusting. And now it's been 50 years. I do wish there were a secret of how to make it work. Every couple has their own way, but certainly there are healthier ways than others. This week, Temple Israel joins with Jewish Women International in its second annual observance of a Shabbat that is called Shamor La'amor. It's a little word play in Hebrew and in French. Shamor means guarding or keeping, and La'amor, love. Congregations like ours all around the country are asking us to think about relationships, healthy and unhealthy ones. Hopefully, most of our relationships fall into the category of healthy, but if they don't, and you think you might be in an unhealthy relationship, I hope you know that you're not alone. The statistics are quite frightening. 1 in 4 women will experience domestic abuse in their lifetime, and believe it or not, the Jewish community is not immune. The statistics are the same as in every other community and across all denominations. So please know that all of your clergy at Temple Israel are trained to help in the area of domestic abuse and are available to you at any time. I think we often feel powerless. We know domestic violence exists. Now we know the statistics if we didn't before, but we don't know what to do. As women, we're talking about it now more than ever. And men, there's a brand new local program run through JFS, Jewish Family Service, called 100 Menches. And the number will go up as soon as there are more men involved. 100 menches, 1,000 menches. Jacada, our local Jewish coalition against domestic abuse, is looking for 100 plus men to join the fight against domestic abuse. It involves a donation to raise dollars for educational awareness and prevention initiatives that you will help create and implement. Their first project is really a great one. It's an essay contest for high school seniors describing how Jewish values can help create a future free of domestic abuse. Finally, we're getting the men involved, and I have to tell you, it's exciting. So we have these pamphlets out there about 100 mentions, and I put them out on the table for you who are interested. We know that the word relationship goes beyond marriage. Relationships are friendships, work relationships, frankly, even the passers-by on the street. The way we treat each other as human beings ought to be kind and considerate and respectful. Wasn't it Hillel who said, "What is hateful to you, do not do unto another person"? We need to treat people as we want to be treated, and all the more so in our intimate relationships, where it's not about power and control, but about love and respect and trust and equality. In the Torah portions that fall last week, this week, and next week, we deal with the theme of the tabernacle, the building of the Mishkan in the wilderness, the replica of which is our golden ark in the sanctuary. And it might not seem at first relevant to the theme of relationships, but there's a line in the Torah, it actually comes from last week's portion, where it references those cherubim, those winged creatures who sit atop the ark. In detailing all of the building requirements of the ark, it states that the 2 cherubim are meant to rest upon the cover of the ark, facing one another, with wings reaching heavenward. And between them, God says, "I will meet you." What is so important about this is not that the cherubim are there on top of the ark, not that their wings reach heavenward, though I do love that imagery. But what's important is that they are facing each other, and it is there, between them, that we meet God. Rabbi Samson Raphael Hirsch points out in his commentary to this passage that the cherubim represent Israel's greatest potential. The smallest detail is what is important here, that they are facing each other, and in so doing, they encounter one another, and therefore are in relationship. There I will meet you, God says, teaching us that God is present when we face each other. It actually reminds me of Buber's I-thou relationship. It's another sermon for another time, but it reminds us that when we immerse ourselves in a relationship, being there with another person without masks or pretenses, it is complete and whole, and each person is enhanced by the other. Ultimately, relationship is about turning toward each other, offering ourselves to each other in openness and in love. And so we have to learn how to create significant, loving, healthy relationships. It might be through communication, or patience, or honesty, or cooperation, or kindness, or all of the above. We have to model for our children and our grandchildren what it means to be in a healthy relationship, marriages or otherwise, so that they will create them too. And we need to demonstrate that relationships are safe spaces to challenge each other and learn from each other and celebrate and mourn and live and love and be, so that we can all reach our highest potential as human beings, as lovers, as friends, as acquaintances, to live the most fulfilling and meaningful lives that we can. Shamor la'amor, the Shabbat in which we focus on guarding and keeping and protecting love, I hope will remind us that God is found in between, when we face each other and when we are in relationship with each other. We have to remember this, so that we will act with each other in good and kind and positive ways, reminding ourselves that our relationships are indeed holy endeavors. Shabbat Shalom.
In the silence, in the darkness, I pray, I pray. In my unrest, in my weakness, I pray, oh, I pray. When I've gone too far, when I try too hard, I pray, I pray. As the years go by, through the tears I cry, I pray, oh, I pray. I pray for truth and understanding, for forgiveness and relief. I pray for faith and hope unending. I pray for strength. I pray for peace.
really wish we had one of you guys celebrating a golden anniversary coming up to open the Torah, to open the Ark tonight for Elenu. Anybody in here recently 50th, 60th? Anybody? Come on, who's had an anniversary this month? Nobody? 64. Okay, you guys are opening the Ark. Get ready. You know, it's funny, when we have these couples that come up here to open the Ark, or even when I hear that it's somebody's anniversary, I always ask the same question. I ask, you know, what's your secret? I've only been married almost 9 years, so I don't know the secret yet. And actually, I asked Jerome over there a couple of weeks ago, and he said the secret is you marry this woman, and that's easy. You don't have to worry about anything else. So we should all be so lucky to find that person. So before we get to Elena, you guys are prepared back there. I invite Ed Royal, our almost new president of the congregation, up for the congregational announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. I didn't know if they would let any men on the stage tonight, but wow, what a service. Jenna, you were beautiful. You made the service special for me, and I'm sure everybody else out here, so thank you for that. There's a lot going on at Temple. I'm going to try to keep it to just a couple of things, but if you like the sermon tonight, you must come back on Thursday, February 25th to join us for dinner and a movie sponsored by Sisterhood and the Weinberg Family Library. You can join Rabbi Marla Hornston for dinner, a movie, and a discussion of the movie Avalon. So that starts at 5 p.m., so make sure you come for that. It'll be wonderful. On March the 7th at 7 p.m., comedian Franny Sheridan will be here for a special event. She will be discussing her book, Never Tell Anyone, Confessions of a Jewish Shiksa. Franny, proudly Jewish, was raised by Catholic Orthodox Jewish Holocaust parents who survived, but after escaping Europe, came to North America and were nearly murdered. So at the age of 9, she discovered her Jewish identity. She was warned never to tell anyone, so she will relate her story of pain and healing. And that's next Monday night, March the 7th at 7 p.m. On March the 13th, save that date, it's a Sunday, for Limud, Michigan. Now, if you don't know what Limud, Michigan is, you have to pick up one of these cards. It's an inclusive festival of unexpected Jewish learning run totally by volunteers. On the back of the card, you'll see there's over 60 educators who will be presenting every hour from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., 12 at a time, so you can pick what you want to go to and have a wonderful experience. It's at the U of M campus at the Michigan Union, and especially at 11:15 a.m., Rabbi Dan Horowitz will be presenting Latkes and Chill, engaging and connecting unaffiliated Jews, and at 2:45 p.m., Rabbi Josh Bennett will be presenting Humility, a journey into the world of Musar. So pick up a card, and really, this is a chance to learn a lot in a short amount of time. For further information on any of these programs or other programs, check the information table as you leave. Call the Temple office during regular business hours. But after services tonight, join us for the Oneg and Shabbat greetings. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the members of the Executive Committee, let me wish y'all Shabbat Shalom.
You guys ready? Come on up. Make sure you know what your secret is also as you come up. Everybody rise. We turn to page 189. And if there are any children in the congregation, come up and help us also and receive a special Shabbat treat.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא
Please be seated. So the word on the bima is that the secret to 64 years is that it goes by like that. It only goes by like that, though, if you're having fun, right? And if you're happy. So we take a moment in our service to remember those in our congregation and community who have died in the past 30 days, the period of Shloshim. Mitchell Bloom, Martha Borax, Belle Boren, Larry Carson, Carol Ray Cooper, Dr. Martin Deitch, Arnie Deem, Herb Eidelman, Esther Farber, Helen Glass, Shirley Graff, Douglas Grecken, Sylvia Grossberg, Thelma Harris, Edith Herzbach, Britta Iskut, Jean Jacobson, Ann Katz, Dr. Robin Royal Kirby, Jill Kroc, Fred LaBelle, Shirley Lederer, John Rosalind Lewin, Betty Malos, Francis Marwell, Russell Medali, Rosalie Migdal, Dr. Ralph Wabinovich, Dr. Howard Rossman, Arthur Myron Schlessel, Joel Silber, Winnie Snyder, J. Scott Thomas, Irving Weinberg, Irene Winkler, and Arthur Zeef Jr. We also recall the names of those whose yortzites occur on this Shabbat: Edith Baines, Marcy Bletstein, Isidore Brodsky, George Cohen, Samuel Dan, Wendy Wengro Dwoskin, Celia Friedman, Erwin Goldstein, Leonard Goodman, Bunny Gordon, Ann Heller, Max Horn, Herbert Katzen, Neil Kay, Eve Kopitz, Martin Levine, Rose Malbin, Maury Mendelson, Sarah Neiman, Hyman Press, Eleanor Reisman, B. Roberts, Harvey Schatz, Nettie Schwartz, Anna Stocker, Belle Streifling, Alexander Weiss, Helen Weiss, Albert Winnick, Monica Wolf, Sam Carble, Sandy Goose, Morris Lipberg, Bibi Wizatsky, Abe Barish, Tilly Goldfarb, Betty Abelkatz, Bessie Roth, Dina Molman, Rhea Lazarus, Evelyn Becker, Lillian Shoemaker, Isidore Shoemaker, Yetta Drackler, Martha Levine, Earl Wolf, Benjamin Goldhoff, Ruth Katzen, Robert Seid, Sid Bieber, and Molly Cohen. We remember them with love and honor them with words of Kaddish on page 199. Please rise. Yitzgadal v'yitzkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach lirutei v'yamlich malchutei, be'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dochol beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam le'olmei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal shemei d'kudisha brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We pray that the source of peace sends peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved among us. Amen.
We conclude our service on page 204 with Tefillat Haderech. May we